So even though they said the forex market is open 5 days a week and 24 hours a day, have you ever asked yourself why there are some days that the forex market is actually very slow? That is what we're going to be covering on today's video, which is the best days of the week to trade. Remember on our previous video, which if you haven't watched, you should go back and watch. On our previous video, we did mention about the best time of the day you should be able to trade forex. But on this video now, we're talking about the best days of the week which you should be able to trade forex. Because I know with many people, we do have our jobs, we do have our occupations, so you need to be able to know which day you should be able to focus more when it comes to forex trading. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ndemaze Golof. If this is your first time coming to my channel, please hit the subscribe button below to subscribe to the channel, because on this channel we do come up with content about trading, personal finance, business and tips to help you stay profitable as a forex trader. So without taking much of your time, let's see what we're going to be covering on today's video. So on today's video, we're just going to go straight to the point so that the video shouldn't be that too lengthy. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is the best days of the week to trade forex. Of course, that is what we are talking about on today's video, which is the best days of the week to trade forex. Then forex market time zone converter. I also show you the best way you can be able to easily calculate the forex market time zone according to your time zone. I'll also show you that. Then the next thing is how to manage your time as a forex trader. This is a concept which we can't just neglect it. We can't just neglect a concept like this, because as a forex trader, you need to be able to know how to live a balanced life. You shouldn't just get yourself wasted because you are pursuing a dream of becoming a forex trader. So we also cover that on this one. Then what times to trade. We also cover what time. There are some times you shouldn't be trading. As a forex trader, sometimes you should know this is the time to stay out of the market. So we also cover the worst times to trade forex. So with that being said, those are the few things we'll be covering on today's video. Good. So here they say best days of the week to trade forex. This is very simple, because according to this parameter, they say we will use the average pip range for the major pairs for each day of the week to determine which day is the best of the week to trade forex. Because the parameter which we've been able to use in this case is what they call the average pip range. All right, the average pip range, or the AVP. All right, the average pip range, the average pip range, the ARP. All right, so that is the parameter which we have been able to use to determine which day is the best for you to trade forex. Because according to the average pip range just measure the total number, the average total of pips each currency pair is able to move within that particular day. All right, as simple as that. So according to that parameter, if you check here, we have pair, we have the pair here, we have the day of the week, which is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. All right, so we have the pair, we have the day, and we have the pairs and the days. And if we start with the first currency pair, which is Euro USD, you see on Sunday, because the forex market obviously opens on Sunday, as I explained on the forex market session, it opens on Sunday. So on Sunday, you see we have 69 pips. We have on Monday we have 109 pips. On Tuesday we have 142 pips. On Wednesday we have 136 pips. On Thursday 145 pips, and on Friday 144 pips. So if you go through the whole of this table, and you have to you want to compare this data, all right, if you go through the whole of this table and you want to compare the data, you see that the days with the highest number of figures, or the days with the highest number of the average pip range, starts from Tuesday. So you see on Tuesday, just starts from here. Here you can see, let's just take any random currency pair. Here we have Euro USD. On Monday the average pip range was 41 pips. On Tuesday the average pip range was 65 pips. But on Sunday it was 41, on Monday it was 65. But on Tuesday, see what happened. The average pip range was 114 pips. Tuesday, so from Tuesday to Thursday, it recorded the highest number of the average pip range. The same thing then on Friday, the value reduces. So according to that parameter, you can see from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the values are in green. Those are the days which we recommend. Those are the days which it is recommended for you to trade forex, because these are the days where most commercial banks are active. These are the days where most companies are doing exportation. Let's just take something like Apple. Because you need to understand that these big companies also play a part in the forex industry. We've already spoken about the forex market structure, the players, the forex market structures, and on that video we spoke about even companies like Apple. When they want to buy maybe their raw materials from China or stuff, let's just say they want to buy something from China, they need to exchange their money. They need to change money from the United States dollar to Japanese yen or to Chinese yen or whatsoever currency that is used there. So because of that, they are actively involved. They are actively participating in the forex trading, in the forex market. And according to research and most of this data, like the average PIB range, it is proven that the days of the weeks which record the highest value of movement, which also reflects the highest PIB range recorded, is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All right, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So these are the best days of the week which you can trade forex. The best days, these days in green or in blue or whatsoever, these are the best days you can trade forex. The reason being that at the beginning of the week, Sunday and Monday, this is where most banks are still balancing. Most banks are still doing their balance sheet. This is where they are still cashing in. This is where they are still paying their employees. This is where they are still doing a lot of balance. Maybe people who do quarter payments, maybe for company or central banks that do quarter payments or do interest rate and stuff. They are still balanced. They are balanced within this particular Sunday and Monday. All right. Then by Tuesday, that is where they are kicking in gear. That is where the most company, they're doing exportation. That is where exportation is starting, because that's why you should. They talk of a business day. Business days always start on Monday, and on Monday people are getting ready, companies are getting ready, banks are getting ready. On Tuesday, that's when they kick in the gear. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they are very busy. Then on Friday, that is when people start cashing out. That is where people start counting their profit for the week. That is when markets start closing up. Tokyo market start closing, the Asian session, different markets start closing up, and that is why you see the average PIB range started dying. It also dies up on Friday. All right, so those are the points which we've been able to use to determine the best days of the week which you can trade for. So no matter how you're busy, you should be able to have at the back of your mind that from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, these are one of the highest days that have liquidity. Remember, we're talking in terms of liquidity and volume. These are the highest days that have liquidity and volume, and the best days, anytime in forex you see, anywhere you see, you'll be able to see liquidity and volume. That is where the money is. All right, so these are the days that have the highest number of liquidity and volume, and they also have the highest record of the average PIB range. All right. So with that being said, let's see what we have. Here we're talking about the worst times to trade forex. Because as a forex trader, you should also know when to stay out of the market. As simple as that. You should also know when to stay out of the market, because there are sometimes if the forex market is too quiet and you are trying to force a trade, you are trying to force an opportunity where the opportunity is not there, you might end up blowing your account. As easy as that. So you should know where. You can even see, even on the picture we have here, you can see this person's account is actually burning out, or his or her money is actually burning out, because the person didn't know when to stay out of the market, when to call it a quit, or when to close for the day. So the worst time to trade forex, let me look for a bigger pen. So the worst time to trade forex, you see, during news events. Good. Even though on my channel I have a strategy that teach you how to trade the news, and people have been making money with that strategy. I've been making money with that strategy, even showing you guys on live, withdrawn on live. Even despite that, if you don't have an idea, if you don't have an expertise, if you don't have the skills on how to trade the news, then it is better advisable that for you to be able to preserve your trading capital, better stay away from the news. All right, so just better stay away from the news. If you don't yet know how to trade the news, then it is advisable that you better stay away from the news. Then you can come back at the market after the news has been released to be able to take your trade. So now the worst time, remember we're talking about the worst time to trade forex. We've spoken about during news events. I said if you don't have the skills to trade the news, then stay away from the news, unless you've gone through my channel and you follow the videos about news trading and you know how to trade news. Another point, or another worst time where you shouldn't be trading forex is during quiet market hours. During quiet market hours, just like I said, when different forex market sessions are closed, or when the forex market is closed in different sessions, there are some times that the forex market is totally very, very quiet. So you see how the videos in this channel are linked up. There's no video that has gone for granted, because on our previous videos on market sessions, I already showed you guys the time of the day that the forex market is very quiet and you shouldn't be trading at these particular times. That explains the same reason that, okay, if these times the forex market is very quiet, it is better for you to stay away from the market, because when the forex market is very quiet, you see the market will have high spread. So you might even see some currency pairs having spreads of even up to 10 pips when the market is totally very quiet, when the market is normal, when there's no volume. So if there's no volume, let me put this somewhere, let me wipe this. No volume is equal to high spread. All right, no volume. When there's no volume, when there's little or no volume, let me not put when there's little or no volume. When there's little or no volume in forex, when you actually open your chart and there's little or no volume, it means if you check your market watch, just go on your MT4 and check, you see when there's little or no volume in forex. If you check your market watch, you see all the currencies will be having high spread. And you know, just like I explained on our previous video, for you, the main reason why you pay your broker, or the main way you pay your broker, is through the spread. So if you open your trade at that time where the spread is very high, you might even blow up your account, because you have to be able to pay those high spread. There are sometimes spread can even go up to 50 pips. And if you're over leveraging your account, just pressing the buy or sell count, or just pressing the buy or the sell button, your account can be blown out. So you have to be able to understand when to stay out of the market. And another point, or another worst time when you shouldn't be trading forex, is during holidays. Of course, during holidays, you should be taking a rest. You shouldn't even be trading. So I even just put it here because, yeah, obviously, you shouldn't be trading forex during holidays. In forex trading, there are two official holidays which I recognize in the forex market. When the forex market is totally closed, there are two official holidays. You have Christmas. On Christmas Day, no matter the session or wheresoever you are on earth, the forex market is totally closed on Christmas days, and the forex market is also totally closed on New Year's. So these are two official holidays in forex where the forex market is totally closed and there is no movement. All right. So with that being said, here they say how to manage your time as a forex trader. How can you manage your time as a forex trader? Because as a forex trader, this is something that people don't talk about. They show you screenshots of profit, they show you they show you cars, but now they don't teach you the dynamics of trading. They don't teach you how you can be able to balance your time as a forex trader. Because as a forex trader, remember I did explain even on my previous video that when it comes to forex trading brings out the real you. All right, so forex trading brings out the real person, it brings out the real you. If you are somebody who is very disciplined in real life, when it comes to forex trading, you're going to be very disciplined. You're going to be able to stick to your rules. You're going to be able to stick to a plan. You're going to be able to stick to a trading journal. So forex trading brings out the real person in you. So these are the few points which we've just put down for you to be able to manage your time as a forex trader. The first point here, you say every forex trader should know when to trade and when not to trade. That's the first time you should be able to know. So every forex trader should know when to trade and when not to trade. If the forex market is very quiet, or if there are major news events which you don't have the strategy to trade that news event, or if there's a major holiday, you should be able to also be enjoying yourself somewhere. You should also have a rest. That's an opportunity for you to also step out of the market and also have a break and also have a life. All right, so you should know when to trade and when not to trade. Even though the forex market is open 24 hours a day and 5 days a week, it doesn't mean you have to force yourself to trade at all these times. That is what will kill you. That is what will just paralyze you. So every forex trader should know when to trade and when not to trade. The second point, the second point on our list: have a good sleep. All right, even though this is not typical of forex, but it is very, very important. Very, very important. You need your energy to be rekindled. You need your energy. You need that rest to be able to recharge. It's like you having a battery, or like the camera I'm using to record this video. If the camera is dead, or if the batteries are down, you need to be able to charge those batteries for the camera to keep working again. It's the same thing as a human. It's the same thing as a forex trader. So you need good sleep. You need good sleep. You need, I don't know, I can't talk to you about that one. It depends on you. But just having maybe 5 hours, 6 hours of sleep per day, or just having a peaceful sleep, because there's something they call a peaceful sleep and unpeaceful sleep. You can even have a 3 hour of sleep, which is very peaceful, as well as you can sleep the whole day. You can have 24 hours of sleep, which is still not peaceful. So try to have a peaceful sleep. Have a balanced life. You know yourself better. Have a balanced life and be able to know that you need good sleep to be able to recharge yourself, to be able to concentrate on the act of trading. So you need good sleep. Then another point is have goals. All right, have goals. Have goals like, okay, at the beginning of the month, if you're already trading live, you should be able to have a target. Or even when I just started this channel, or even on business or anything, have a goal. Having a goal will be able to give you a direct path. Will be able to give you something that you strive at. Will be able to give you a target. So have a goal. Even at the level where you are still learning, you should be able to know that, okay, maybe this week I want to be able to learn the basics of forex trading. Maybe this week I must understand forex market sessions. Maybe this week I must understand what moves the forex market. That means have a goal. By having a goal, it gives you a sense of direction, and it also prevents you from a lot of mishaps when it comes to forex trading. Another point is prioritize. Have priorities. As simple as that. Prioritize. If you want to really become a forex trader and you are really craving to become that profitable forex trader, remember I said, and I will say it again and again and again, there's a difference between a professional forex trader and a profitable forex trader. A professional forex trader is in a person who just have any knowledge about trading. If you have any knowledge about trading, then obviously you're a professional forex trader. But being a professional forex trader doesn't mean you're going to be a profitable forex trader. Profitability comes with consistency and knowing how to manage your emotions. All right, let me say it again. Profitability in forex comes with consistency and knowing how to manage your emotion. Emotions comes in like trading psychology. So all those things count. On this channel, I'm teaching you how to become a profitable trader, not only a professional forex trader. All right. So have priorities. If you prioritize forex as one of the jobs or as something which you want to replace your 9-to-5 job with, then even if you have your day job, I always advise people keep your day job, but have a priority. Maybe at the end of the day, you said that you can dedicate just 30 minutes every day. When I just started, I used to dedicate 1 hour every day to study forex. I did that continuously for 2 years. I used to dedicate 1 hour every day to study the market, to study the chart, to come out with my own strategies. Today, if I'm making money in forex, I'm making money using my own strategies that I developed from scratch by my own research and my own studies. Nothing that I copy from anywhere. If I'm teaching anything, it's something that I developed from scratch. So that is what they call prioritizing. I was able to prioritize and give some time for forex. So prioritize and dedicate maybe even just 30 minutes a day to be able to learn the art of trading. So that is what we call prioritizing. All right, so prioritize, be able to prioritize yourself. Another point when it comes to knowing how to manage your time as a forex trader is take time off and learn to live a balanced life. As easy as that. So even sometimes when you see these people who post about their cars, they post about a lavish life, sometimes I don't blame those people. You need to be able to have a balanced life. You need to be able to just have things that take your mind off of the market sometimes. Maybe you like soccer, maybe you like playing volleyball, basketball, or whatsoever it is. Just have something that takes out your mind completely. Maybe your hobby is swimming, or maybe PS. Just have something that you can that can completely remove your mind from the market at some time, so that you have the mind, you have the ability to live a balanced life. Don't get yourself don't get yourself strangled. Don't strangle yourself and kill yourself within the way, or when you are still trying to learn the skills of trading. So the bottom line is, have a balanced life. And another point, and the last point on how to manage your time as a forex trader is, if you have a day job, stick to the market sessions that fall between your free time. As easy as that. What can I even explain about this point? The point is self-explanatory. All right, the point is self-explanatory. If you have a day job, let's just say you have a day job and you close from work at 3 p.m. Let's just take 3 p.m. for example, and you want to be able to practice how to trade. From 3 p.m., let's just assume, okay, you're in South Africa, or no matter where you are, the forex market is there. I've already explained to you guys what they call the forex market sessions. At the end of the day, or at the end of when you are done with your day job, you can go to your chart. By understanding the forex market sessions, you know which session is open at that time, which currency pairs are advisable to trade at that time, which currency pairs are having liquidity and volume at that time. So that is the only time of the day you should be able to trade, or those are the currency pairs you should be able to stick on. That is knowing how to organize, knowing how to stay organized, and knowing how to use your time, and knowing how to manage and use your time as a forex trader. So with that being said, these are the few points that you need to be able to take very seriously when you want to be able to manage your time as a forex trader and to also have a balanced life. Don't get yourself killed, or don't get yourself killed on the way of learning how to trade forex. By the time you instantly know how to trade that forex, your health, you wouldn't be having the good health to even enjoy that money, or you wouldn't be having a balanced life to even enjoy that money. So have a balanced life, my people. Have a balanced life and know how to manage your time as a forex trader. So with that being said, let's see the same forex market currency time zone converter. Let me show you how you can be able to convert any forex market session according to your time zone, no matter where you are. No matter where you are, this is the strategy. This is how you're going to be able to convert. This is how you're going to be able to calculate to see which forex market session is open according to your time zone. So with that being said, let me just go on my chart and I'll be able to show you. All right. So you can see. So for you to be able to calculate the forex market session according to your time zone, what you do is you just go on your browser and you type the website is Forex Market Hours. So just check on Forex Market Hours. When you check on Forex Market Hours, that is the link of the website. I think I also leave the link of the website on the Forex on the description of this video, or I'll leave it on the screen. You can see that is the link on the screen. So if you just go to this website and you scroll down, let me scroll down and show you what I'm talking about. If you just scroll down on this website, can you see here? You choose where you are located, where you see choose your location, or where you have this drop down. You just click on it and you choose where you are located. Let me just, since I'm located in Johannesburg or Cape Town, wherever I am, let me just go here and choose Cape Town. Okay, I have it somewhere here, right? So once I have this selected, I just click on go. When you click on go, it will calculate everything. All right. So when I click on go, you can check on my screen. If you check on my screen, let me show you. You can see my current time. What is this section represents my current time? Let me show you. This area here represents my current time. So my current time here is this is 8 p.m. You can see it's showing 20. So this is actually my current time. I don't know where my phone is. Good. Let me check to see. Good. You can see on my phone, that's the time, the same, that's 8:31. All right, that's 8:31. And if you can check on the website, that's the same time. It's showing according to my time zone. It's showing the time according to my time zone. And it's even showing me when the different sessions will open. According to the website, you can see the London session opens at 9 a.m. my time. It opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 5 p.m. The New York session opens at 2 p.m. and closes at 22 p.m. and closes at 10 p.m. The Sydney session opens at 10 p.m. and closes at 7 a.m. and then the Tokyo session open at 1 a.m. and closes at 9 p.m. So you see, you can easily see all the forex market sessions. So let's just assume I have my job that allows me that I leave work every day at 3 o'clock. Right? Let's just assume I leave work every day at 3 o'clock, and that is the only time I have to trade. So I'll just come on my chart. 3 o'clock will be somewhere here. All right, and since 3 o'clock is somewhere here, I can even see I have two market overlappings at that time. I have the New York session overlap at that time, and I also have the London session overlap at that time. So since the New York is overlapping with the London session, which currency pair can I be trading at this point in time? I can be trading any currency pair that has to do with the New York or the North American session, or any currency pair that has to do with the London or the European session, which can either be Great Britain pound, USD, or I can still trade USD CAD, or I can still trade Great Britain pound, USD. So you see, according to this website, it shows you the market sessions according to your exact time zone. It shows you all the market sessions according to your time zone. So you don't need to be worrying yourself to determine what time of the day you have to trade or what time you have to be leaving your job, because the website already shows you what session is open at that time and what currency pairs you can be trading at that particular point in time. So with that being said, we've come to the end of this video. If you've gotten some value from this video, please leave a thumb up on this video. It will mean a lot to the video. It also will mean a lot to the YouTube algorithm. And if you've gotten some value on this video and you want to watch all the courses on this particular, all the lessons on this particular course, then follow the playlist and the videos which are going to be recommended at the end of this video. Also stay profitable. Until then, I will see you guys on another video. Peace.